Hi, my name is Ankit Harper. Today I'm going to demonstrate the Fragments Microservice that we created as a part of our course. So basically, like this microservice allows the user to create fragments of any type. Fragments is just a piece of data, like you can create text fragment, image fragment, and then it also allows the student to retrieve back the data. So basically, if he creates it, he can also get back the data and see like what he uploaded and everything. So this is basically like what the microservice is. To achieve this functionality, we made use of different AWS services like the S3 service for storing the object data, the DynamoDB for storing the metadata, Cognito service for authenticating the user. We will discuss like as we progress and I demonstrate the application. So first of all, before just going further with the application, I will just like to check our API by going to our health check route. Let's see here. So I'm pretty sure, I hope I have the URL here. Let me just share. So we go to this load balancer URL and let me just type it in and see http, and then we have this one. Let's try to go to this URL and see like what we get here. I hope this is working. Let's just continue the site so we can see our health check route is working properly, so we can just trust our API better now. So I'll just start with the login process here. So let me just try to log in here. So as I already told you, we're using the Cognito service for logging in. Let's see like which are the different users we have. I don't even remember the password, to be very honest. So let me just start with one of the users, A Harper. So we can see this user A Harper here. So let me just next. Let me just type in some like random password just to check if the validation is working or no. We can't log back in here. Let me just now enter the password. I hope is it correct, because I think I set it correctly. So yeah, so I am able to log back in here. So let's just inspect like, do we get the to see like, do we get the access token and everything. So if I go here, so if I browse users, so we have the access token. So basically we are now authorized and can perform different operations like creating, updating and stuff like that. Let's try creating the text fragment first. Maybe I say this is good. So we just create the fragment and then we can see here, we can see the fragment ID and we can just see the text plane here. So if I try to fetch the data now, so let me just try fetching the data here. So I just put it here, submit the fragment. Okay, so basically I created one more fragment actually of this type of the ID. So, but it's okay, we can just delete it later, or maybe we can delete it now. So first of all, I just want to show you like whether the delete works or no, because it gave us the opportunity for that. I was about to show it later, but it's okay. Let's see in the bucket how much objects we have. So basically currently we see we have so if I just open it, we have the two of them. Okay, so let's try deleting one of them now, because I think this is the right one. This is the ID. So let's try to fetch the fragment first. So fetch the fragment, yeah. So this one is not the correct one because the content we specified as the ID. I did it by mistake. If I try to get this one now, this ID, let's try to see whether it has the correct content. So yeah, this has the correct content, like this is good. So let's try deleting it because definitely we don't need it. So I just deleted it here. So let's see whether it also gets deleted from our S3 bucket or no. So we can see we just now have one of them. So we can just click and just see some of the information about it, what it is, size and type and everything like that. So if I go back to our DynamoDB, so we just have one now. Let's just click it here. So we have the size 12, text plain, perfect. So information is basically getting stored perfectly well. So let me just go back to the application now. So let's now try creating like some other fragment. Let's maybe what you say, text markdown. Let's try with this one. So maybe I say this is working well for now, at least, like maybe just don't mind my spelling. So let me just submit the fragment. So we have this text markdown here, so we can see it. Let's try getting this fragment data. So I will just put here, I say fetch fragment. So this is working well for now, so we are able to get it. So let's try converting it to maybe .html. So let me just try to fetch it. So we can see it's getting perfectly converted to HTML here. So if we go back there, if we go to our bucket, let's see we have another fragment or no. So let's check the first the metadata, like the DynamoDB. So yeah, we have two of the things. Let me click the latest one. So we have this text markdown, its size is 29. So the metadata is getting stored properly. And let's now see our how many objects we are having here. So we should have two. So yeah, we should have two. So that's working perfectly well. The conversions are working perfectly well too. So let's now like progress with it. So now I've converted it. So maybe let's create a JSON fragment just to see whether JSON data is getting displayed properly or no. So maybe I can just have my name here, just creating one of them, and okay, then I can just submit the fragment here. So we can have this application JSON. Let's try getting the data here. Let me just fetch the data, so we can see like it's getting stored properly. And even if I go back and see our bucket and everything, it should have now 3 of the objects. So yeah, we can have 3, so 1, 2 and 3. And similarly, if we go back to the metadata and check it, so let me just go back because this is showing the information of a particular one. So yeah, we have 3 now here. So if I just click it, we can just see it's text markdown. Okay, maybe the last one, I'm not sure like which one is the text plain here. So maybe, so we can see that the application JSON fragment is here too. So all the functionalities are working properly. So now let's go with the images. That's the, I would say, the more interesting part. So let me just select the image PNG, the type of the image. So I'm gonna upload an image here. So I saved one of it here in the CCP lab 9. I think let me just go to the test, because this is the image I used for the testing purposes. So let me just upload it here. So we have it now. Let's just submit it. And if we see here, we have the image PNG here. Let's try retrieving the fragment here. So let me just so we can see fetch the fragment. So we have this PNG image. Now let's try converting it to JPEG. So if we go to JPEG here, let me try to fetch it. So yeah, we can see like now it's converted to JPEG. So the conversions for the images are also working perfectly fine. So going back to our services here, let's see everything is working fine or no, because the total number of fragments now we have is 4. So let me just see if we have the 4 there too. So just going by the things. So we have 4 here. Let's check our bucket. So we have the 4 fragments here too. So yeah, we have the 4 here too. So it is perfectly working fine. Let's try updating a fragment because we haven't tried updating here. So maybe we can try updating maybe the text content or anything. Let's try updating the text first. So we can say like new text. I will just say new text because I'm pretty sure I haven't. So let's try fetching it first and then we update it. So just we know like what was the content of it. So it was this is good. So now it is new text. Let me just click update. I hope it gets updated. Let me try fetching it again. So yeah, it's the same ID actually. So let's try fetching it again. So we can see it's now new text here. So we can see it getting updated. So if I try to choose the image here, let's choose a different image. I'm not sure if I have other images just for the testing part. uh, Maybe any screenshot I can upload. Maybe it's just a piece of code. I shouldn't be uploading that. So maybe the IDs. uh, Let me just use what do you say, I think I have one of the image. It's just a Ghibli image. So let me just upload it here. So I update it. So let me just now use the ID. So this is just the image that I created. So if I try to fetch it, so yeah, we can see the image fragment is getting updated too. So everything working fine for now. Let me just switch back to text here. So let's go back to text here, and if I try to fetch the fragment, so yeah, everything is working basically fine. So now the conversions, updating, deleting, everything is going well. If we go back here, we should have 4 only because we didn't create anything, we just update things. So we still have the 4 fragments out there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check like if the logging is working properly or no. So we have posted a lot of new things and we just keep track of the timestamp here. So let me just go back to the, so first of all in the ECR we can see our images. Maybe if I push the new image, let me just, yeah, so now we have 30 here. So the last image that I pushed was around 6:48. So now I'm just creating the videos. It's already 7:20. So that is when I pushed that. And so yeah, that's the last image that I pushed. So let's go back to our cluster here and see how many tasks we have running. So will just have one task running, and which was started around, let me just go to the tasks here, and we see our task is running 32 minutes ago, just the last one. And yeah, so that's the running one, and there was a lot of tasks which I stopped before, like because I needed to deploy and tag it again and again. So let's go back to watching the logs here now. So I'm pretty sure we need to use the ECS. So we have the logs here. So we have bunch of logs here because even the load balancer keep on logging the home route again time to time. So let's just watch in the view in CloudWatch. So we're using this service now. So if we see here, so because when we were posting the fragments, I logged one of the information that like fragment created successfully. So let's see if it just loads here. It's taking a bit of time. Okay, let me just refresh it. Maybe let's go there. So maybe just I go to log groups and maybe go to my fragment tasks. So there are two streams going on here. Let's check the latest one. So we have a bunch of stuff here going on. So if I just want to see if the fragment created successfully is being logged, so I just search fragment and let me just search here. So we can see here like we created a fragment around like 7.4, like right now it's 7.22. It's maybe not the latest one out there. So like 19.6 and 19.4, 19.7, we have around 19.19. I think this is the latest one because right now the time is 7.22. So we can see everything is getting logged properly out there. We have this fault like the frame created successfully and everything. 1916, the 1917, again the message got logged. So yeah, I think particularly everything is working correctly. If I go back to the all the requirements, I think we discussed basically everything and checked the functionality. So yeah, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you. Let me just stop the recording now.